What is up, people of the internet? Welcome to the YouTube version of quote tweeting. I'm your host, Guy with Gun. You know, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is the outtakes from news broadcasts. Live broadcasts where somebody makes some kind of really stupid mistake and you hate to see it, but you love to see it too. You got the classics, you got your wardrobe malfunction,
thunderstorms,
your awkward man on the street stuff.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Heck, throw a couple F-bombs in there when you're live on the air for comedic effect.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
A lot of the time, the reason those things happen is because they're doing it live. So you gotta figure when YouTubers and gamers started going to live streaming, of course it's gonna happen because they're live. There's no editing, there's no safety buffer. They're gonna get got. I'll bet my last dollar Banks snorts it monthly and they've had underage drinking parties. I mean, there's been a lot of stories. I can't knock it. I mean, I can knock it. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say you can't. I'm getting canceled tomorrow now. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, just like with those mainstream outtakes that are so funny, live streamers for Twitch and for all the live stream platforms, they also have a very similar issue where they're live, so little flubs happen and they get clipped and they get saved and people get to laugh at them and laugh at them.
The f*** you say to me, you little shit!
I mean, this is the second Twitty in a row that's about a live stream fail, and this channel is nothing if not current. So I think it kind of goes without saying that when you have certain elements, these kind of things are more prone to happen than others. For one, stupid people's involvement. Today's subject is a Twitch streamer known as Soar Carl. Well, former Soar Carl, and also former Twitch affiliate. So basically, what happened is the artist formerly known as Soar Carl was streaming on Twitch playing Call of Duty or something, and he started joking around with chat. Somebody made a joke in chat. He started joking around about whether, you know, how much money he has or something like that. It doesn't really matter because what happened next is what's important.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Yep, now this is beyond stupid. For so many reasons, it's friggin' hilarious. First of all, Twitch is notorious for having a pretty restrictive set of rules. I mean, I was shocked to find when I was looking into this that their community guidelines even say you're not allowed to play hacked games, meaning modded games like GTA and Minecraft, according to the community guidelines, are probably against the rules, meaning they could probably kick you off the platform for playing any form of modded game. It mentions specifically multiplayer, but doesn't specify that it's only if you're playing multiplayer. Now, as for what pertains to this actual situation, the alcohol thing. While you are allowed to drink on stream, you are not allowed to drink to excess. Meaning, yes, you can have a little bit of alcohol, but you're not really supposed to be getting drunk on the platform. They're essentially concerned about promoting excessive drinking. They have it lumped in with a bunch of other things under the category of self-destructive behavior, with things like doing drugs or self-harm. So this one seems like it's supposed to be kind of a loose rule, but he was very clearly drunk in the clip. Given that he's focused on making Twitch his career for so long, he probably should have known that that was a no-no. He was already running a risk at that point. And then there's the safety aspect, and this is the dumbest part, because anyone, I feel like you're stoned out of your mind. You're completely blasted with alcohol, and you should still know it's probably not a good idea to just wave a loaded weapon around, especially on a Twitch live stream.
Bitch, say I ain't got money.
I mean, I never even actually looked at the rules, and I just assumed it's probably a bad idea to even wave a prop around. I have a ton of prop weapons just laying around, and I constantly have to resist the urge to, as a joke, pick it up and play a game with them. Like I said, I hadn't even actually looked it up to see what the exact rules were, and it's actually pretty much what I figured. Targeted harassment, threats, and violence against others. Now, in a way, he wasn't breaking this rule, but at the same time, he very much was breaking this exact rule, even under the context of targeted harassment, threats, and violence against others. The following are considered zero-tolerance harassment violations, and all accounts associated with such activity will receive an immediate, indefinite suspension. Now, he was in his room alone brandishing a weapon, but was he threatening anyone? Unfortunately for him, yes.
Bitch, say I ain't got money.
While it was very much obviously a joke, he was threatening someone in his chat. Again, as a joke, but he was still threatening them. At least if he hadn't jokingly threatened somebody, he could probably get his account back at some point. But I'm hesitant to say that's a possibility now that this has happened. Now, to be perfectly honest, this was so stupid that it was hard not to make jokes about it. The only thing dumber than what he did is the people that are legitimately defending this by saying things like, he didn't do anything wrong. What's wrong with this? All he did is shoot a gun in his room by himself. Why is Soar Carl getting so much hate for accidentally shooting a gun on stream when no one's around? Like, I get it. Put the gun away, it's not a toy. But I'm getting really tired of people judging others and acting like they're effing perfect. Y'all are soft. Just my take/opinion. And I guess by that logic, since it was an accident, the girl that accidentally shot her boyfriend to death in a YouTube stunt didn't do anything wrong either, right? Now that's a joke, but not a joke at the same time, because think about it. If he had been pointing the gun at himself when he decided to, for whatever reason, pull the trigger after he thought he cleared it, we'd be having an entirely different discussion right now. If North Korea decided to launch some test nukes and they ended up overshooting their destination and like hit part of the US or something and killed a bunch of people, just because they didn't mean to nuke anybody doesn't mean anything. They still did it. Then there's the people that are kind of on the opposite side and still wrong. This dude's more worried about his career on Twitch than anything. Effing dumb. This is what Carl had to say after all this happened.
You guys probably saw the tweet from Soar saying I'm not in Soar anymore. That is rightfully so. I made my biggest mistake of my entire life last night, and it could ruin my life. I just want to thank Soar for, doing what they needed to do, and I have no hatred towards them or anything like that. I have nothing but love for those people, and they did what they needed to do because I'm an idiot, It's just that simple. I am so unbelievably stupid, and I could have possibly ruined my life. I could have hurt somebody. I could have hurt myself. I could have hurt one of my animals, and that's unforgivable. I just don't know what I'm going to do, I've put everything into my Twitch for the last 3-4 years. I've done it every single day, and I make this one mistake, and it might ruin everything. And I just want you guys to know that that is not okay, what I did, and whatever happens, I deserve it, and it was my fault. And as much as I want to take it back, I can't, and I'm just really glad that I'm okay, and nobody else got hurt. I have no idea what to do. I feel awful, and I just hope I'm able to, I don't even know, dude. Am I going to be allowed to stream again? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I've had that gun for 2 years, and all it takes is 2 seconds of stupid to ruin everything, to ruin somebody else, to ruin yourself. Don't do what I did. Learn from my dumb ass. Don't leave FaZe, and don't play with fucking guns. I am so stupid, and I'm so sorry.
The guy clearly knows he's an idiot and has a general idea of how bad he messed up. He knows it's about far more than just his Twitch channel or his career. He knows he could have accidentally killed somebody that day. He doesn't even think about the fact that he could have killed himself. He's more worried about the fact that when he took that shot, anything could have been on the other side of that wall, or even one of his pets being under the desk. Not to mention, who knows? Depending on where he lives, there could be a lot of legal issues to deal with now too. I mean, at the very least, that was improper handling of a firearm. Now, I will never understand why, after thinking he had cleared the gun, it was good to go, he was safe, he then turned and pulled the trigger expecting nothing to happen. I don't know, I don't get it. But in any case, he didn't think he was going to destroy anything when he pulled that trigger, and he ended up destroying a lot. It really is a shame to see someone lose so much from something so stupid, but that's the way the world works. You can't you can't expect to make a stupid mistake like that and not have to pay for it. So given that it's been about a week and a half since this all happened and since I recorded this video, I figured I'd go ahead and throw some updates in here. There were some really funny memes that people were tweeting out. Ricky Berwick offered to give him some help with gun training. Some screenshots were leaked that kind of explain a lot now. And G Fuel announced their new flavor, Kevlar Carl Bulletproof. Now, Carl's apology video was uploaded to Twitter the day after. Understandably, his profile went through some changes. At some point in the midst of all this, apparently there was a rumor circulating that his girlfriend/fiance had left him. That's apparently not true. He claims that they are still together and they are doing fine. Unfortunately for Carl, though, the hits just keep on coming because due to the coronavirus, YouTube has scaled back their team in the offices. At some point after they announced this, YouTube's streaming seems to have taken a massive hit. Notifications and sub boxes are not showing streams nearly as much as they were before, and it was already kind of shoddy before at best. But streams are so much harder to find now, so him going back to his almost million sub channel is not really benefiting him much at all. I actually hopped over to his channel today just to see how things were doing, and yeah, he only had about 1,000 views on one stream and 2,000 on the other, when he's got a nearly 1 million sub channel. So that's a little bit unfortunate, because he's hopped platforms, and even with his large subscriber count, it's just not really working. So with all that being said, let's just summarize today's video with big brain moves get you in big time trouble. As usual, I gotta give a shout out to the patron saints, Bo Blacks, Pantsless Gamers, and Lady Zubat. Thank you so much for all the support, and thank you so much to everybody who's watched this video, especially this far. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.